Welcome to another wonderful day in the City of Heroes. I'm Levi Whitney, and today I am playing TSgt Viktor Focht. This is an homage character to the Black Pants Legion's Magistratum Mundanus. I built him as a sentinel, which is the long-range but armored approach, something that people were begging the Paragon developers for. And I feel like whoever developed the Sentinel class, whether it was Homecoming or the people on the private server before the whole hullabaloo in 2019, or maybe it was even something the developers in Paragon had been toying around with before everything was shut down. Don't care. I feel like this is an excellent approach to the idea. It's not exactly the blaster tank everyone was asking for, but it's got scrapper resilience. It does the job. Right now, I'm on an arc called the Mysterious General Z. It opens with this mission. We have to stop the Sky Raiders from assassinating one Ambassador Alwane from West Libertalia. There have been rumors circulating in the underground that the Sky Raiders are planning to assassinate Timbe Alwane, the ambassador from the African country of West Libertalia. Can you point that to me on a map? Shut up. Anyway, I need someone to thwart that assassination attempt. Are you up to it? Are you bad enough, dude? If anything happens to the ambassador, we'll have to call this mission a failure. You'd better bring along some extra emergency teleporters just in case. Ambassador Alwane must be protected. If he dies, we could have an international incident on our hands. So, now I gotta go through here. Nope. Don't want you doing that. When it comes to Sky Raiders, always shoot the engineer first. If there are multiple engineers, take a guess. Although lately, our guesses have been wrong. Usually it's the closest engineer. But Devious and I have both run into problems where it's like, alright, I'm shooting the engineer, and then the one further back or on the other side of the group starts kneeling down to summon a force field generator. Over there is the American diplomat. Back in the old days, I mean, like, from the game's release to, I think, around 2010, that was not an American diplomat. That was Ambassador Alwane's bodyguard. Oh boy, this is going to be a rough fight. Anyway, I'll discuss that more later. Let's see. Let's boost up. Oh, I don't need that. In fact, there. No. Huh, that fight was a lot more controlled than I expected it to be. I hear my cat meowing. I will be right back. Okay. All right. Okay, it's a good group of enemies. Let's zap him. Hit him with that. Get the disintegration to spread. And then overcharge. Okay. So now that the room isn't full of angry, this used to be Ambassador Alwani's bodyguard. Now he is the American diplomat, which is odd. This American ambassador wasn't looking for trouble when he went to meet Ambassador Alwani of West Libertalia. If you can't get him out of here, he'll probably be killed to cover up the assassination of Alwani. Gentlemen, go away. Notice, he didn't come here looking for a fight. He is armed with an assault rifle. Because he's basically a reskin of the original guy. However, I like to pose a different theory nowadays. That this guy is actually a member of the Malta group. That they'd heard about what Ambassador Alwani was going through and his country of West Libertalia. And the Malta group found that that was outside of their usual projections. The Malta group is like the game's version of the Illuminati. Ish. There have been some other developments in other sections of the game. Ambassador, I jumped up there. I need you to become superhuman and jump over the rail like I did. Ambassador, where did you go? Where did you go? Anyway. So, the Malta group is supposed to be the Illuminati. Like, everything about their setup is... everything about their backstory is... we control the world through clandestine military operations and carefully guided finance decisions. In fact, the badges regarding them use the all-seeing eye as their symbol. However, it's an all-seeing eye in camouflage. It gets a little aggravating for me when I see some of the later developments, some of the later written stories, and they keep referring to the group as just Malta, which I found just infuriating, because around 2009, 2010, there was a player from Malta who, when he started fighting the Malta group, he started getting annoyed because at first he thought, wait, they made my country a villain group? But then he started reading deeper into the backstory and was like, this is aggravating. Because the Malta group is not Maltese. They just started up as a think tank based in the Isle of Malta. So that's what always bothers me when I'm seeing the later written story. And it's like, yeah, I work for Malta. No, you don't. Malta is a country. You work for a criminal organization that uses their name as part of its name. There's General Z. I miss how he used to work. Takes a couple punches, never loses his cigar. Stop it. Stop it. Got my kitty at my foot. He's pawing at me. Paw full of claws, heading dangerously for the crotch. Anyway, the whole point to my ranting is just to talk about how I feel that this heavily armed ambassador, who definitely knows what he's doing with an assault rifle, may actually be a member of the Malta group, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and now is sitting here in the middle of a Sky Raider attack. Back before the update that turned Ambassador Alwani's bodyguard into the American diplomat, General Z used to be armed with an assault rifle too. Now, he's just armed with a pistol and his mitts. So now I gotta be very careful. Which I was not. I'm probably about to lose one of them here. Gee, you got surprised by the last ambush. Maybe you would have thought about the other one, Levi. Nope, I didn't. Completely forgot about it. Still opened the door. It was just perfect karma that the ambush showed up at my back just as I opened the door, too. Huh. They're actually doing a lot better than I thought they would. Sadly, I can't give them any of these. These are for the players only. There are some powers you can take so you can heal your escorts. There really is no other better word for that. This is an escort mission, so that's what these guys are. Although technically I'm the one escorting them. But yeah, General Z has a hand cannon. For all the good that does. It doesn't shoot very often. And he has to rely on his pistols afterwards. Two of them just strode up on that guy like they were gonna clean his clock. And with that, I am now level 29. Force field generator. Overload. Sadly, the NPCs don't realize, I should get away from that. No, 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 no. Thank you, General Z. Your lack of tactical acumen is definitely proving to be a hindrance. Where are you two going? Where are you two going? Stop! This mission. So I'm going to wait for the ambush. Again, like I keep saying, I miss how this mission used to be. Mostly because for the ambush that follows, these three used to whip out assault rifles and just blaze their way out of here. You didn't really need to do anything anymore. Now, they're not so great. Mostly because you got General Z, who's not who's not carrying his own weight anymore. Bashar al-Wani, balancing on a rail, assault rifle in hand, going to town on that wing raider. Alright, gentlemen, time to go. Come on! All these years. This game was released around the same time as World of Warcraft. In fact, I think it was like 6 months earlier. To very little fanfare. It was entirely unlike any MMO made at the time. And yet, it still has terrible escort missions. But then again, most video games have terrible escort missions. If they have escort missions anyway. $20 years. And I still haven't seen an escort mission that I enjoy. Well, since I'm here in Atlas Park, I may as well get leveled up. Tigger of Cyan. Rosita Roja. Farmer Franny. I gotta see what the power set is. A brute. Radiation strike and fire shield. Farmer Franny. Fill more graves. Okay. Shadow of Violence. Looking like Nova from StarCraft. The shootist. Wait a minute. I've got that book. Although I doubt this guy's character is based off of what I'm thinking about. Of course, he has no story. Dual pistols, willpower. Not a bad mix. Unluminous Man. So, since NCSoft has granted an official license to Homecoming, we've got a lot more people around lately. It's been pretty neat, especially seeing all the newcomers, people who are learning about the game for the first time, people who are seeing how this game works and comparing it to the state of MMOs in the years since and going, wow, this is so much better. I forgot what it was like to have a game that isn't constantly screwing you over. Alright. So, overcharge my high power area of effect attack. Needs more damage. Now, I call Christine Lansdale. These flying mercenaries the ambassador described sound like the Sky Raiders. Uh-huh. There have been rumors of high-tech flying mercenaries working globally, and the Raiders' attempt on the ambassador's life only confirms it. Some prime 2005 writing there. I just got a strange message from someone calling himself General Z. According to him, the evidence that the Sky Raiders stole from Ambassador Alwani is being held in an old unused warehouse. If you can recover this stolen evidence, it could bring Sky Raider foreign operations to a halt. Okay. Oh, I just happen to be here. Sure, I'll take the Fortune Bloody Crystal. Thank you. They gave me death. Plus damage, plus recharge, plus deep buff special. Nice. That's a special power where you throw one of a handful of tarot cards at somebody and it gives them a buff. Alright. So let's take a look at TSgt Focht real quick. I think I showed him off in an earlier video. As you can see, the mask never comes off. No one will ever see his face because that's the Krieger way. This outfit I recently updated to give him a more armored, the armored boat cloak that he mentions in the Magistratum Mundanus episodes. Other outfits include the long coat, the more typical appearance for a Krieger, the armored Krieger. A facsimile of how he was dressed at the end of Magistratum Mundanus, where they got a hold of some armored tuxedos and used those as their uniforms. This is another armored Krieger outfit, because really the only thing that distinguishes the Kriegers is their gas masks, that they never take them off. Well, there apparently is a story where a commissar freaked out because he'd heard wild rumors that all of the Kriegers were clones. And so he demanded that two nearby Kriegers take their masks off, and they confusedly did. And seeing that they didn't look the same, the commissar was like, oh, okay. And the Kriegers were like, can we put our masks back on? And he was like, yeah, sure. No, the Kriegers were like, okay. Don't know what that was about. This is the hobo coat. Tattered sleeves, tattered coattails, but the coat itself is otherwise okay, and it's supposed to disguise the fact that he's got a carapace armor underneath. And this I was going for a more aggressive profile. But for now, he's operating in an official capacity, so he maintains the uniform and the armored cloak. Now I could have stuck with the assault rifle, but I've already made so many assault rifle characters. So I decided to go with the beam rifle because, it's kind of like a las gun. Kind of. A lot of players don't like the beam rifle because it's not just a simple laser blaster. Which, frankly, I find goofy. So, the robotics mastermind has access to a normal laser blaster. It's okay, but it's kind of dull too. It's just shooting some red beams. And yeah, I know this is shooting just some red beams, but they do other things. I really like the disintegrate effect. How it can jump from enemy to enemy if you hit them with the right power, or hit them just right. So, you hit an enemy with disintegrate. Hit them with Lancer Shot, and it forces the disintegrate to spread to nearby enemies. Single Shot and Charge Shot have a chance of causing the disintegration to spread. Burn, baby, burn. The Mastermind's pulse rifle, which just shoots normal lasers, doesn't do that. It's basically just a laser version of an assault rifle, and not that great either. I should get away from that. Because they explode. And it's a pretty painful explosion. You might hear my cat meowing in the background. I don't know why he wants outside. It's only like... It's not even 20 degrees yet outside. That'd be Fahrenheit. What do you want? Why can't you be like Hershey? He appreciates how warm it is in here. Let's see if there's anybody else, because you have to kill all the cockroaches. Okay. Those West Libertalians are really thorough. Look at all this evidence. There's no question that the Sky Raiders have been involved in those raids against Ambassador Alwani's country. I got another tip from this mysterious General Z. He thinks it would be a good idea to investigate a local warehouse that's storing some equipment manufactured by Lockhart Aerotech. Lockhart. That sounds familiar. I've actually had some conversations with folks at Lockheed Martin. They're not bad people. Actually, I'm getting a spam call from that got spoofed off of one of Lockheed Martin's offices. Not entirely sure where. I think it was out near Liverpool, New York. So I was able to get in touch with them and be like, hey, somebody just spoofed your guys' number. I don't know if you can run any investigation on that or anything. So he took it to his security forces, and that was the last I heard of it. He mentioned that the records at the warehouse could give us some more information on the Sky Raiders' mercenary actions in West Libertalia. Considering his last tip, maybe we should check out this warehouse. These little tips from General Z seem to be as good as gold. I wonder who he is. The mysterious General Z. This is kind of neat. As you go through the arc, you wind up with a clue that is slowly detailing the arc. Recover the evidence from the Sky Raiders. Now, the next mission. Sadly, I can't drive a vehicle and have Focht driving it the way he did for the Black Pants Legion's Magistratum Mundanus, where he was just crashing into everything. I can certainly sprint across the game like that, though. Oh, ran that guy over. Alright. Weapons free. Engineer. Burn, you fucker. And they burned. Blue bonfire. Is that who I think it is? Yep, it's who I think it is. Blue Battler. He used to write a lot on the City of Heroes forums. Right there, he was talking about how he almost died the most embarrassing way. To Ricky Monkey Farts. That actually happened to me recently, just a few days ago. I was playing on a Electric Blast Bioarmor Sentinel. My Electric Bone Shark. Or as I call her now, El Bone Shark. I got a little overconfident. Fought this huge pile of Ricky monkeys. Zapped the hell out of them, then looked too late at my health, which was near the bottom, and I was like, oh, well, Maybe I should click the self-heal. Bioarmor self-heal rips healing out of the enemies around you, both live and dead. Not a bad thing to do. It's just, if you don't do it at the right time, well, the damage ticks hit first. So, I blasted the Ricky monkeys with an area of effect electrical blast. They all died around me, and this big cloud of green stink rose up, and then my character just fell over. It's like, oh, what a horrible way to go. Oh, dang. Probably should have aimed for the wing raider behind him. Go ahead. There you go. It's one of the problems I have with bioarmor. It's a great set. It's just that it's one of those things where you're like, I'm doing amazing, I'm doing amazing, I'm doing amazing. Oh, crap, I'm dead. That went better. Yeah, that's the other reason why I went with beam rifle for this character. Assault rifle, the character normally is just firing from the hip. Beam rifle, the character's actually aiming. Looking down sights, actually aiming. It seems like a professional marksman. I suggested that the Homecoming developers develop a sniper set. A lot of players didn't like that idea for some reason. I don't see why it'd be a problem. There are already plenty of sniper attacks in the game. Got marksmen with their cryo and pyro bullets. You've got the sniper shot for the assault rifle blast set. Same goes for the idea of throwing weapons. There are plenty of attacks to use to make a throwing weapons power set. Well, I don't know where he teleported to, but it looks like I just ripped a big hole in the warp. And yeah, the scrappers have a weapons set where they get shurikens and caltrops. They end up getting an explosive shuriken in that. There's a martial assault for dominators. It has a bunch of throwing weapons, such as an attack that throws 3 shurikens, a snipe that throws 2, and one really neat attack. It's a chain shuriken. So you throw one, and if it hits the first guy, it hits everybody in the group. And I would love to see that used in like a blaster set or a defender set. Well, just straight up range set. Well, crap. Oh, I'm hurt. Time to take my drugs. When it's healing you, it's medicine. Come closer. Come closer, jump by. Oh, fine. I'll kill you. Oh, crap. Ow! This is going to be a waste. But it was fun. Is there anybody left? Let's go take a look. Ooh. I know what's on the other side. Him. You fucking piece of shit. Burn. Hey, jump bot. I just killed your buddy there. The mysterious General Z was right. These records are most illuminating. It seems the Sky Raiders have been stealing tech from Lockhart for a long time. Then they've been using that technology in their mercenary campaign in West Libertalia. But from the records you found at Lockhart's warehouse, I'm not sure you interrupted a theft at all. More like a regular supply run. I'm going to have some people I know look into this. We got another message from the mysterious General Z. He says that you should talk to a senator named Gil Armand about his foreign policy work. He even knows where to find him, which is something the police may be interested in. Gil Armand was indicted just this morning for connections to the Sky Raiders. The police took most of his papers as evidence, but Armand himself disappeared. If you could capture this fugitive politician, we could get 2 jobs done at once. According to General Z, you'll be able to find Gil Armand in an unused section of the sewer. Huh, another tiger guy. Tigress. And he does not have a supergroup. There are a lot of players who don't get into supergroups. One player a few days ago actually said the best thing, where he was like, look, it's a great thing to set up just for yourself and your characters to use for storage, transportation. You don't got to get involved in any drama or anything like that. Supergroups are the guilds of City of Heroes. Yeah, but you don't got to get involved in any drama. With the way Homecoming works, you can just jump into base building and go. I've made videos on that. I've got a bunch of different supergroups for a bunch of different characters. I wonder, have I done one for the Alpha Force? Huh. I don't know why. I thought that would be deeper. Let me take a look. Now let's see. Xenon space. I probably showed it off when I was playing as General Barton. Yeah, I probably did. I got like a 2-hour video in there featuring General Barton, the commander of... Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the disintegration. Delicious. Spread like butter. Got a couple jump bots up here. Or disintegration. Or disintegration. Or disintegration. I'm not really maximizing my use of the Sentinel. They used to have a different special ability, which necessitated having the first two powers of the attack, of the power set. But not everybody liked both first powers. And the way the Sentinels worked is that once this bar got full, these two powers would have a ring around them. This one would be a red ring, this one would be a green ring. If you shot the enemy with the red ring, you did more damage to them. Or you did more damage and it just ate your endurance. If you shot them with the green ring, your defense and resistance went up, and your endurance didn't cost, your attacks didn't cost as much endurance. A lot of players didn't like that. Many of them didn't even get the power that had the red ring, so they didn't even understand what the heck was going on. Now, we've got this. Vulnerability. Ranged foe, negative resistance all, negative defense all, and negative stealth. It's just a really powerful debuff. And it just automatically applies. As long as that targeting reticle is underneath them, I'm doing extra damage to them. With a full bar, you can do it to them twice. Well, you can do it twice. An enemy can only have one stack of vulnerability on them at a time. As opposed to other debuffs. Play a radiation controller. Get another player as a radiation defender, another player as a radiation corruptor. They can all dump all of their debuffs on the same enemy and watch them crawl. Discussion in general chat about how characters are a certain age. A couple characters that were introduced as in their early 20s are now in their mid-30s. pretty horrifying thought. Then again, so is age. There you are. Some good old fisticuffs. Disintegrate and Lance. He was right in front of you. In all fairness, it's not really a close range weapon. Although one of the neat things about the Sentinel is that it's basically the trench fighter of City of Heroes. So, despite the fact they're ranged, they're built to fight close. So, I just like making jokes about how the random number generator sometimes causes a point-blank miss. Actually, it does it quite often. Burn. Oh, how'd you miss with the laser shotgun blast? Jeez, I remember watching somebody play Anarchy online. He went to fight this drone that was like a little ball at his feet, and I watched him fight this thing for 5 minutes. It couldn't scratch him, and he couldn't hit it as it rolled into his feet again and again, and his character just kept shooting the ground around it. It did not engender me to MMOs at the time. City of Heroes hadn't come out yet. Hell, I didn't even get into City of Heroes until after I was done with the Marines. Which was funny, because I remembered reading the articles on City of Heroes, and all I could think was, that actually looks kind of neat. But I kept having the same thought. But it's an MMO. Maybe if I had started playing it, I wouldn't have left the Marine Corps like I did. I would have had this to come home to and burn out my aggressions and my frustrations. Of course, then I probably wouldn't have become the guy I am today. I need to take a knee for a moment. I could just pop these, but I prefer to hold on to that for when I really need it. Must be here. Shit. Where's the extraction team? They are not coming. Shank. Gil Armand. They even dressed him up in one of their uniforms. Sighting in. Ruining his day. Oh, he's dead. I mean, he's arrested. He's arrested. No more questions. You captured Gil Armand, the traitorous politician. Why does he look sick? It's probably best not to describe what I, dropped him into. Oh, jeez. Probably the funniest I ever saw. Devious and I going through a sewer map. And we defeated a bunch of enemies at the top of a decline. And the guys we were defeating were falling into the effluvium. Then they proceeded to slide down the hill. They didn't just slide though, they rolled. So we just started making sound effects of them going, ah, General Z just sent me the location of a Sky Raider base we should be interested in. Again. Evidence that links Senator Gil Armand to their organization. Police would sure like to see that evidence returned. Back to Atlas Park. Ow. Wait. This isn't a warehouse. This is an apartment building. Oh, this must be a sub-basement. Bank shot. Oh, it missed. Okay. Aw. Shank. I do wish we could reskin the Ghost Slang Axe, but animations, the powers are attached to animations. Shit. Got him. Somehow I missed that Wing Raider. The piercing beam is a narrow band cone. So it's able to hit multiple targets. Oddly enough, I usually have better luck with the piercing rounds from dual pistols. He didn't make it. Aww. You. I'm compelled to kill you next. Ah, he got me with his machete. Actually, no, it looks like I killed him before he could. Sky-rated machetes slow you down. So it's never good to take on too many of them at once. Boom. And boom. That. Remove that. With willpower, I've got really good recovery. So, I don't normally need these. Jeez. Don't know why he missed so much in that last fight. He's got tactics, which gives him a nice 2-hit bonus. And that might have something to do with it. He's only got the one enhancement in it. Just really, really wanted to use that porter, huh? No, oh, God, please. Why didn't you let him deploy his force field generator? I just didn't want to deal with the hassle. Haha, I got you both. Yes, level 30, when enemies start giving off the tier 2 inspirations more often. Targeting. No! Perfect. Thanks for coming in close. I hope that hurt. Shit, that's the guy I need to shoot. Still 10 minutes until that recharges. Bam, got them both. Yes, I know using the nuke on those two was a waste, but it was funny. Let's see. Zoom out a bit. Really? Only those 4 there? Okay. Shit, missed. He's got his machete out, but he's dead. Ooh. 2 machetes. Negative speed. Oh! I think he's dead. Wasn't expecting him to twist around like that. I can't believe this government document. It's incendiary. It proposes using the Sky Raiders as mercenaries for illegal government operations. And it squarely states that Colonel DeRay and the missing members of Vigilance didn't die, but went rogue. This could destroy the careers of numerous people in the military and intelligence community. I'll make sure that everything gets back to the police, and that copies of this paper get to the right people. This General Z isn't playing games. General Z's tips have led us to some remarkable conclusions, and I think we need to follow up on them. In particular, I'd like to know more about the connection between Lockhart Aerotech and the Sky Raiders. Can you head over to Lockhart office and look around? Let's see where this goes. I think we're getting near the end of this arc. Just a moment. I need to blow my nose. That's better. It's no visual clue that tips you off to the Sky Raider's presence. It's the subtle whiff of gun polish. That's CLP, Cleanser Lubricant Protectant. Of course, if you really want to get a weapon clean, you put in boiling solvent. Alright, I'm going to have my character take a knee, and I'm going to check my fire. Okay. Oh shit, did he see me? He did not. Ha! That is not a laptop computer. I think I see what your problem is. This is not so much a laptop computer as much as it's a TI-81 calculator strapped to some dynamite. I'm sure there are some people who work in the tech industry who could point to some laptops that are the equivalent of that. Ooh, tier 3. You gotta reapply that disintegration spread on the enemies sometimes. Make sure they get that full-bodied, cooking your flesh off flavor. Incriminating photo. This picture shows Tyrone Lockhart, majority owner of Lockhart Aerotech, standing near a prototype jetpack with 3 other men. One of them is identifiable as Colonel Virgil DeRay, leader of the Sky Raiders. A second is clearly Wayne Evans, the deceased hero Indomitable. The third man is an older military officer identified as General Ahrens. He looks quite familiar. No, you don't get to summon one. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. You're not supposed to say that on YouTube. I don't care, I'm not being paid for this. An explosion to the face for my hubris. Priority override, destroy hostiles. This will not be the last time I am bathed in flames. One of the neat things about Sands of Mu is that it causes a -2 hit. So it's kind of funny. You can imagine that you're basically using CQC to deflect an opponent's attacks. Huh. Okay. Let's go with you, because you're the most central. And cook, spread, and blow them all away. I don't know what I did to this guy, but he's not... He's not coming home to mama. Got him. That's a laptop computer. More evidence. The research budget. Buried within the lines of this research budget are appropriations for a special laboratory. This lab is assigned to research jetpack propulsion. It looks like it could be a secret factory for Sky Raider equipment. There we go. Everybody explode. Everyone explodes. Another laptop computer. This Dell has ME installed on it. Oh no. Got you all. Oh, he was over there. Haha, you can take some too. He took a phaser blast to the chest, so of course he'll be fine. With the wide area burst, it made everybody sleepy, except for me, of course, because it's my blaster and doesn't affect me. Because that's how firearms work. There's one thing that this game taught me, is that you can shoot through your friends and with no ill effects. Oh, there it was. Oh, jeez. A gateway. I didn't even know they still made those. They don't. Oh, jeez. What else was... Ah. Another laptop computer. Wait, was Steven Spielberg in here? Is he the one who replaced all the bombs with laptop computers? Oh, this is going to be funny. It missed! It's not the worst sensation of blue balls I get from this game, but it's up there. It's up there. Alright, the clues. Order forms. These order forms seem perfectly normal at first glance. However, a closer inspection reveals that they list the items the Sky Raiders have stolen from Lockhart Aerotech over the last few months. It's a good thing you got there when you did, or the Sky Raiders would have bombed that Lockhart office to smithereens. A lot of people owe you their lives today, TSgt Viktor Focht. I guess the Sky Raiders were trying to destroy this evidence you found, and I can see why. This strongly hints that Lockhart Aerotech is working with the Sky Raiders. In the right hands, it's enough to start an investigation at the very least. Okay. I'm just gonna smile and nod. We have another tip from General Z. It seems the Sky Raiders are going to clear out that secret research facility you learned about. Ooh, if it's a high-tech area, it might have labs. Now I gotta go protect the research facility. In King's Row. Most of those researchers probably didn't even know that their hard work was going to help the Sky Raiders. Info. No story. Fire control, fiery assault. Probably one of the better dominators you can play. Not terribly interesting. It's fire. Lots of fire. One. Just emptying my pockets. Reducing the burden. Actually, just making it so I don't accidentally fill up. What have I got for... Yes, I got preventative medicines absorb proc. A deific weapon. I might actually have one of those. Bloody tears. Oh, they're gone. I have quite a few deific weapons. Yeah, in this world, gods lose their weapons all the time. You can just find them lying around. You are going right here. So, what did I just do? I gave it an absorb proc, which means every 90 seconds it might put a little extra gray bar over my health bar. Which is, it's temporary hit points. It's a blade of armor, which I feel is just perfectly fitting for a character like this. I'm missing something. I am. This guy needs up to the challenge. Huh. How did I miss that? Well, level 32. On to King's Row. Gotta be careful. Don't want to accidentally jump into those props. Gilgamesh. That's period Gilgamesh. Blazing cobalt. That doesn't sound safe. Seismic storm. That's a blaster. Of course there's no story. Seismic blast and earth manipulation. What the heck is stormy about it? Like Penny Arcade's Tycho said, it's people watching at its finest. Just leaves you mentally reeling and trying to understand how people came to these name conventions for the power sets they chose. Nothing. Inferno, wing, okay. Ah! There's no survivors. Weapons free. Aiming for weak points. Nemesis weapons. The brass fittings and delicate filigree mark these weapons as Nemesis's technology. Each piece is in perfect condition. You have to wonder how Lockhart Aerotech obtained them. Dun dun dun. Damn it, they're all spread out. Now, gentlemen, follow me. Follow me. I just need you to tighten up your cluster. Get closer. Scooch closer. You in the red. Chop, chop. Danke. Dank. Didn't that kill the one who poured it away? Normally they teleport back by now. Oh, sweet. Shot out that wing raider, too. Oh, shot him through his own portal. Just closets. High-tech closets, but still just closets. That looks like a rough room. Okay, well, so I'm going to need to use these after all. That's right, boys. Bring it in close. Bring it in close. A little bit more. Now die. Ha ha! Bones aren't supposed to melt like that. Prototype parts. These are plans and early prototypes for advanced versions of several key Skyraider technologies. Damn. Well, he died. He beat me up while he was on fire. Well, he is a Krieger. Did I incorporate that into a story? Nope. Just that he never takes his mask off. Okay. Engineer on the right. Engineer up top. Alright. Let him burn. What? Oh, there was another. Damn. Oh well. These detailed notes show that the direction of this facility's research was often based on mandates from the company's CEO, Tyrone Lockhart. The researchers specialized in reverse engineering acquired technology. So, put the clues together. They were reverse engineering Nemesis tech. Around that corner. Yep, jump bot there. So, hi, buddy. Now, those blackguards have no respect for men of science. I have to admit, I used to always read that as blackguards. Oh yeah, level 30. Now, I cannot leave the mission until I have killed everybody in the room while I am high on my success. There were no drug labs here. I have to make do with my own adrenaline. Where is the one who flew off? Yes. Oh, right. I thought 32. No. I've got level 30. Be introduced to new contact. Thank you. I'll talk with Felipe Moreau soon. Let's get to work. General Z just contacted me by phone, but he got cut off in the middle of our conversation. And I think I know why. Channel 6 just ran a story about the Sky Raiders attacking a private jet in flight. According to the newscaster, the Sky Raiders kidnapped retired General Howard Aarons. Looks like the Sky Raiders may have figured out General Z's identity and decided to strike against him. I need you to rescue General Aarons. After all he's done for us, it's the least we can do. Take this spare emergency teleporter just in case. General Aarons put himself on the line to get all this information about the Sky Raiders into the open. A lot of the later writing was a lot more involved with the pre, during, and post-mission information. That's hilarious. Luke, a squirrel. Luke a squirrel. Look, a squirrel. I hate squirrels. Alright, time to level up. And I was thinking I was going to be until level 32 before I got this. Provost Gerard Marchand of Pretoria requests your support. The Major of Hero Corp has an urgent message for you. It's odd that Hero Corp will be contacting you based on your recent actions, but this mystery man has left a message on your phone asking you to call him for possible employment opportunities. You only get to work with Major if you're a vigilante. And you're probably wondering why I'm just selling off the level 30 basic recipes. Oh, that reminds me. I need that. Can I upgrade these? Yes. I am now destitute. Impervium goes in here. Soul Trap Gem goes in here. Ew. Well, if I can make a level 31, I can make a level 41, so it's time to hold off. I'll probably have Randall email him a bunch of influence later. Or I could sell that. But recharge resistance doesn't sell for much. I got the mission to rescue General Aarons. That was parked, but I'm going to Independence Port first. Jessica Megan Gunkin is looking for a hero who can help her out with a secret mission. No thanks. I'm not interested in doing any of the Valentine's Day stuff. My tips are, yep, full of Valentines. These are just fun little aside gags in the game. Alright, whenever I come here, first thing I do is hop up onto this roof. There's a badge out around here somewhere. There it is. Is Luska nearby? Not around here. Not that there's anything I could do about her. Luska is a giant monster that is an octopus with a great many tentacles. Could be 6, could be 8, could be 10. And they hit hard. Lauren, ask about available missions. Defeat Cray to protect Icon's secrets. Now, I could do that. I'm going to step outside. I'm going to walk a little way. There they are. People trying to ambush me. This is what they get for it. I think that'll send the message. Complete the current mission for this contact. Yay! Now I have a new costume to toy around with. So, we've got various coats. One suit of armor. So I think I'm going to go with another armored outfit. I'll deal with the head shortly, but right now, upper body. Problem with... I've got a free tailor token, I don't need to worry about this. No matter what changes I make, no matter how expensive this total gets, I can use a free tailor token. It'll be free. Now, all the armors are going to look like that. They take up that shape. I don't think this is the way I want to go. I want to go tight. I normally go with a flak jacket, but let's see what other options I've got here. Huh, celestial. Tempting. The Vanguard outfit. The Valkyrie outfit. Tech bot. But he's not a bot. A stealth outfit, huh? What would be a good contrast? That's a good contrast. Haha. It's kind of funny. A lot of toys a couple of years ago started getting this color scheme. Especially Nerf toys. Elite 2.0 went with this color scheme. Which I found odd because it was a color scheme that was done back in the 80s. Okay. Now let's find a good armor. Let's have it match the color scheme we're working with right now. Cyborg cables. I'm still not entirely sure how this is cyborg, unless This is supposed to be robotic abs and pecs. The cyborg shield. Samurai armor. Ishi ni san. Roman armor. Centurion armor. Valkyrie armor. Now they call that clockwork, but that's Praetorian clockwork. The resistance armor. Stuff has glow effect to it. But that's not what I want to use. Praetorian police. Come back to that, I think. The Olympian Guard. The Black Knight. Enforcer 2, Enforcer 1. Imperial Defense 2, Imperial Defense 1. That's usually a good one, a nice generic body armor to go with. Same goes for the Vanguard armor. No really amazing design, just nice, generic, general purpose. Stealth. The Barbarian belts. I'm using, I think, this one for the police belts the characters use. And skulls, Imperial Dynasty armor. Shiny. So shiny. Post-apocalyptic, because sometimes all you've got on hand are baseball pads. Fire and ice. That's fire. Which is really more like lava. That's ice. It glows. The effect is supposed to look something more like this. Or this. The Celestial Armor. Mecha chest, no. And then symbols. I'm not really keen on the orange, so I'll probably be changing that color anyway. Let me take a quick look. Warhammer 40K Krieger I need images. Let's see. What would we go for if we're going with a heavy armor type? I already built one that looks like that. Armored. Okay, not a great help. Got some inspiration out of it though. This. Chest. Now shoulders. That goes there, that goes there. Looking okay. The gloves. Oh, yes. Belt. I'm going to go with the one. There it is. Boots. I'm not going to go with the work boots for this. That is pretty good. Head. Helmet. The mask. Black. We're going with a different breather. Not that. Face. The Triton. Color that black. And the goggles. Images. Lenses can be any sort of color, so let's go with orange. Now, what weapon? With the next update, we'll be able to have these strapped to our backs. It's going to be great. Now, I've been going with one of these. But with this outfit, I want to try something new. Hell no. Hello? I like that. Low power remains minimal FX. Leadership. Inherent, not changing the stances. My last free token. Alright, now it's time to go kick the asses of some Sky Raiders. Oh, it's all the way over there. You know what? I'm just going to jump through time. HRDCRST-1. Hardcore Stone. I've seen ST-1 on a lot of different characters. Same player. I don't know if they know about the military joke of ST-1s. Get me a box of ST-1s. Spell it out. Get me a box of stones. I know that one because I fell victim to that one. What was funny is that it was so out of left field, it confused everybody. Even the supply guys that I was sent to talk to. Oh look, they actually named that one. Oh wait. Mission 20. Okay, I gotta do something because I don't feel like fighting this at a level reduced. So, how do you correct this? Well, I've already gone to the mission, so it's already spawned. Well, I can't use any of these tips because these are location tips. Can't use this because police scanners are remarkably quiet. Is there anybody else I can call? I used Ouroboros to get here as quickly as possible, and I went and screwed up the mission. Jovian Knight. That guy's a long way from Jupiter. Founders Falls. Contact. Give me a quick generic mission. Defeat Trojan and guards. Mission. Select task. Now back to general errands. And that's how you reset a mission. Now Havoc might still be level 29. Because sometimes those named enemies wind up stuck at that level. There was an oversight of the coding that some enemies, like in the Chaldean arcs, if you start tackling them too late, council enemies will mostly level with you, but objective bosses will still be the level they were set to, because they were designed to be a specific type of enemy, and those only have a limited range of levels that they can operate in. You just watched me shoot your buddy. Come on, Phil. Tank it like a champ. You can do it, Phil. Look at this way, Phil. Now you don't need a PT. You got some of that extra fat burned off of you. You know, you could come over here and help me. Alright, got them both. I'm going to try to get everybody but them first. Well, it's a good thing that his corpse didn't teleport elsewhere. Oh shit! Who kills a guy that activates his teleport system? Did you know where it was gonna go? Do you think it would have gone to some kid's birthday party? That'd be a hell of a birthday present. I think you're missing the point, Bob. Oh, there's Havoc. Did it spawn at 30? It spawned at 30. Nice. Perfect. Okay, I don't know what was going on. That guy was definitely breakdancing just a second ago. Okay. Because I don't feel like leaving this guy behind. Alright. Now, we're going to go over here. We're going to go as far away from the door as I can get you. Because you're only armed with a pistol and your mitts. Now, they're impressive mitts, General. Also got to check and make sure we're not about to get attacked. But since you won't just leave when I take you to the front door... Oh, there they are. Here they come. I'm actually surprised they didn't teleport to us. Alright, I'm going to give this a few seconds. Well, I gotta wait for these guys to despawn. Now, you might think that you were tough there. And while I thank you for interrupting the engineer, you only did that because he was the first guy here. Okay. Count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, looks like that's the only retaliation. Now I'm going over to the corner here. General, I need you to stay here. Don't follow me. Okay? Because you won't leave the building. I don't know why. And you think that you can stand up to these guys, even though you just got captured, and all you've got is a pistol and your fists. So stay here. I don't want to hear you complaining. Just stay here, where it's safe, and you won't get shot to pieces. Okay? Okay. Now I'm going to sprint away, because I know you're just going to try to follow me. I told you I didn't want to hear you complaining! There he is. That's funny. Got them both. Got them both. Ooh! Gladiator's armor. Level 31. Huh. case you're wondering why I knew what I was about to find. It's right there. That's not the usual loadout. Just as I said, errands was your problem. Now do you see how we can help you? And there he is, the mysterious soldier. That's a really weird gun he's wielding. Huh, he's dead now. General Aaron's story. When you rescued General Aaron's, he told you, "Yes, I am General Z. I spearheaded the creation of the Vigilance military unit, but I retired in disgrace when Virgil DeRay led his men in mutiny. By now, you know all I do. That some morally bankrupt members of the government plan to use these traitors, the Sky Raiders, for their own ends. And that Tyrone Lockhart has been secretly funneling aid to the Sky Raiders for his own purposes. In the world of military secrecy and subterfuge, shadows can breed in the hearts of even the best men. Once this news is out, some of the worst offenders will face justice. You've done supremely good work, and I believe you are a true hero." Now, the U.S. diplomat I mentioned earlier, and how I suspect he's a member of the Malta group. The idea that he just said here about members of the government being involved in a conspiracy, that's the backstory of the Malta group. But this arc demonstrates that the Sky Raiders have connections to the Nemesis Army, which is an entirely different organization. Where the Malta group is trying to conquer the world through subterfuge and black ops tactics, the Nemesis Army is more like a high-tech terrorist army that's trying to conquer the world. Arachnos may have the Cobra vibes of being a uniformed terrorist organization with a bunch of colorful characters working for it. But the Nemesis Army is the one that actually behaves like Cobra. It's like the two groups took ideas from Cobra and just implemented them. With Arachnos, Lord Recluse is the boss because he's just the biggest, baddest, toughest guy in town. They operate on survival of the fittest mentality. Anybody who can murder, lie, cheat, and steal their way to the top without getting executed for it, they earned their place in Arachnos. In Nemesis, all glory to Nemesis. Everybody believes in Nemesis. Everybody follows Nemesis. And the Sky Raiders are a mercenary company that apparently got their leg up from Nemesis. Later story arcs started to make it out that the Sky Raiders started to go a lot more independent. Which I always found funny, because it was basically like Nemesis going, you guys were supposed to be one of my plans, and now you're just off doing whatever, and it's screwing everything up. I feel like the U.S. ambassador was a member of the Malta group also investigating the Sky Raiders, being like, what you guys are doing wasn't anything we authorized. All the evidence about the military connection to the Sky Raiders has gone on to the proper people. My military contacts have reported a sudden flash of resignations going high up the chain of command. Also, I think you'd be interested to know that the FBI has started an investigation into Tyrone Lockhart, CEO of Lockhart Aerotech. It seems they don't appreciate his company's efforts to supply the Sky Raiders with technology. You've wrapped this one up nicely. But one thing still bothers me. That lab with the new Sky Raider gear. They were reverse engineering technology that looked like it belonged to Nemesis. Yes, Nemesis. The arch-villain who tried to take over the United States during the 1940s. No one's heard from him in 60 years. But that technology looked brand new. Puzzling. Maybe we'll learn more about this one day. Maybe we'll learn more about this one day. You do. The next level range. In other words, the 30 to 35. You start fighting Nemesis a lot. But that's it for me. I gotta be going to the bathroom. Get myself something to drink. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.